Hi, this is Landon and BioMechanico, and I'm going to show you artificial selection breeding in BioMechanico. This, I think, is an exercise that will be one of most students' favorite. And the reason for that is you can come up with some good monsters, and students like monsters, right? So let's say that you wanted to create a human with walrus tusks. So you would cross a human with a walrus. Of course, if you live in a part of the country, or I don't know if this is unethical. It's just digital crossing. It's just concepts. But if you don't want to do humans and walrus, it won't hurt my feelings. You could make a lion with tusks, kind of a saber-toothed tiger look, or whatever. But I'm going to do a walrus just because I was messing around with it. So you'd cross a human with a walrus. Of course, these are females, but they're on my screen. So you would cross the human and the walrus. Do a 5-animal cross at least. I think in a class period that's an hour or an hour and a half or whatever, whether it's a lab, probably 50 minutes, right? 5-animal crosses would be the best way to go. So you click on the 2 animals. I didn't click on the other one, but then you'd click cross, and it would ask you how many animals and name your offspring. And you could do generation 1, or you could do the F1, F2 type stuff. Then you look at your offspring and you pick the one that looks most human that has tusks. So if I scroll down through here, I've already got it selected. Here's a female with fairly human characteristics and some tusks. So then what you would do is back cross this with a human. Now you have to stress that even if they are back crossing with the same human, or if they're back crossing with the same human, in real life it wouldn't technically be the same human, but it would be a purebred line of humans, or a line of animals with sharing the same trait, this human-like trait. So you would back cross this with a human. Of course, that's a female and a female, but they're closest on the screen, so I'm just showing you this. And you do another 5-animal cross. And from that, and the result of that, you would say, okay, now I'm going to pick, again, the most human with the longest tusks. And then you could do another 5 and another 5, and you could back cross as much as you want. And of course, students are probably, some of them are going to be driven to, or have the desire to really do something like that. A human with a tail, and you note here, this one I have highlighted as a tail, or a cat without a tail. That was kind of hard to breed. I tried that one. That was kind of hard to breed. Skull shape is another thing that they can look at. Posture is not, the posture that they have isn't always very heritable. Sometimes they get in these weird postures. There's a nice looking human walrus. A good start. Kind of some short arms. Anyway, really what they can do is just explore and make crosses. And like I said, a 5-animal cross is plenty for an exercise that you want to get done in an hour, and you want to get through 4 or 5 generations. And it's going to take a few minutes. And in that time they could make another cross and try a different experiment, or they could be talking to the students next to them about the exercise, like they're going to do that. Anyway, that's artificial selection.